Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect. So, as promised, in between the last video and now, I took a look at the skill tree for our various squad members, and I now have a better idea who exactly is proficient in electronics and who is skilled in decryption. It seems like those are the main two skills that we need to make sure we equip in our party before we go down. So the long story short is that Caden can do both, Tali can do both, Liara can do electronics, and Garrus eventually will get to the point where he can do both. For the time being, he's only skilled in decryption, but we'll get him to the point where he can have electronic skills too. So, for the time being, as long as we make sure that we either bring Caden or Tali as one of our party members, and then eventually Garrus will be able to be one of those as well, who will kind of be a mainstay for us. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at our galaxy map. And so we have just successfully cleared this this sort of geth outpost here. Looks like we've got an unknown carbonaceous asteroid that we've got to take a quick look at. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest there, which is a little bit unusual. But I believe... Okay, I don't recall if we've taken a look at all of these planets, so let's go ahead and just take a look. Just in case. So nothing on Patamalrus. The last planet, or last system rather, that we have to take a look at in the Armstrong cluster is the Gagarin system, which we are saving for last. And that is also where we're going to find the final Geth stronghold, or outpost, that we need to take care of and sort of fulfill the requirements that the Fifth Fleet asked us to take a look at. So I thought I saw something pop up here in between the planets, but I guess not. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and head to our final planet in this cluster, or final system. And we'll start in and work our way out, starting with Junthor. We will, it looks like there's something interesting here. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. Ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. Not sure what an arcology is. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed a translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on the base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." And another of the matriarch's writing. Scans revealed a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Junthor's smaller moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch Dilanaga's, nailed it, writings. Alright, so we're probably making pretty good progress on that writing quest. Look at Prussia. Sort of your standard hydrogen helium gas giants. Okay, some interesting flavor text there. Got Ray Ingra. Okay, yep, so it looks like we're going to be landing here. We'll read about that in just a second. Let's take a look at the other ones. We've got Sagelrus. Nothing really going on there. And then Anti-Rumgun. We've detected a deposit of cobalt. Great. Alright. There's no asteroid field, so the likelihood of any sort of unknown phenomena being present in the system is pretty small. So with that in mind, let's read up. Reingra is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and a number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed VOTS by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Reingra. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common, I guess because of the gravitational pull from this planetoid. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. I guess that makes sense, because Asari lived for hundreds of years, so I guess they can get their tickets now and they'll still be alive for it, so good for them. Let's land and check this out. Alright. So we'll take Caden, and who else do we want to take? Let's take Ashley this time, so our OG squad. Ashley could come in handy if we ever decide to dismount to take on the geth outpost. Which we did once, and the one time we did that, the dropship came in and almost ruined our day. So, overrun research outpost, debris, and anomaly. Let's start with the debris and work our way around. So, I guess that is the planetoid that's eventually going to crash into this planet. That's really cool. Kind of reminds me, I think there was a movie I saw called Another Earth, where it had something to do with like time travel or alternate dimensions or something like that. But essentially it was another Earth that was orbiting our Earth and was sort of getting closer and closer to it, and the whole movie was about everybody sort of dealing with the last days before the impending apocalypse. And it was more of a drama than anything else. It wasn't really like a science fiction based story, other than the whole alternate Earth. I keep seeing something up top of there, like some sort of lights or beacon or something. So even though it's not appearing on our map, I don't think. Why don't we just take a quick peek at it after we're done analyzing this probe? Alright, some grenade upgrades, very nice. Always appreciated. Now the question is, so we'll go ahead and analyze, or throw this outpost on our map. Is that the outpost up there? Okay, maybe it is. I thought it was in a slightly different direction, but maybe that is actually the outpost that we are headed to next. And remember, I believe that there is some sort of transmitter that we are ultimately going to have to deal with. So not only the outpost itself, but there was some sort of mothership type beacon that the geth are using to communicate with the rest of their forces in the, what was it, the Verge or the Veil? Their forces beyond the Veil. But first, we've got this mineral deposit that we need to survey. And we usually get a nice cash deposit as a result whenever we successfully get one of these in the record books. Nice 1,300 credits. Okay, now to make the trek up the mountain. So this atmosphere is a little thin. It sort of is riding that line in between the that other red planet that we were on, which had no atmosphere, which was very cool. But you could still see a good amount of space through here. Okay, so this might be challenging. Maybe we need to go around the side. Acceleration is very slow on this. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but I guess because of the incline, easier said than done. Maybe what we need to do is, yeah, it looks like there's maybe a path here around the base of the mountain. We'll try to head up around the side of the mountain. I can never tell with 100% certainty what inclinations, or I guess like gradients, the Mako is going to be able to handle. So sometimes just taking the more forgiving path, even if it's a little out of our way, is better in the long run, rather than trying to fight the incline. Yeah, there's definitely something up there. It must be the outpost. Okay, still not seeing any enemies. Good start. Gonna be able to make it over this? Well. Okay, now there's one more incline that we have to deal with. And this looks challenging. Okay, that looks like that's not gonna work. May have to continue circling this. I'm not sure what the elevation is going to look like on the other side. Okay, this looks good. Sometimes the coloration will give you a pretty good perspective on what is... oh, or we could have taken this path, you know, with all these lights on it. That works too. Work harder, not smarter, right? Anyway, well, we know we're headed in the right direction now. And let's peek our heads over. Well, there's a bunch of these husk spikes, so we know that we're going to be in for a fight.
Cover me.
Not too long. Enter the building, and then we'll drop a quick save in case anything goes wrong with our combat. Alright, so let's see. What do we want to do? What weapons do we want to give you all? Hayden's the shotgun, that's fine. Ashley, I kind of like starting out with the sniper rifle. And actually, I don't know if we've given her the top-notch weapons. We can give her Banshee 3, which would be... Oh, she has the Banshee. More damage, shots before overheat. Yeah, I would rather have her shots count more. We don't want to reduce her rate of fire, I don't think. Give her some weapons force for the sniper rifle. Caden, give him... he doesn't really use the assault rifle. Give him a better shotgun. And throw on some weapons force. The pistol, we'll give him a better pistol to work with. Armor piercing, why not? I've got to figure out what exactly the shield bonuses, tech cooldowns, and med recharges exactly mean. I'm not 100% sure, so that's why I'm reluctant to switch these out. Even though I'm going to get 14, I don't want to lose out on these other two bonuses, so I'm going to have to do a little research to figure out what exactly that's going to be getting me. As for ourselves, I think we are pretty much exactly where we want to be in terms of equipping. I know we did get some new grenade material, but it doesn't look like anything that we really want to deal with. We can change some of these level 2 ones into Omnigel. Because we're sitting at 60,000 credits, so we are not going to run out of money anytime soon. For Caden, we can get him to electronic skill on hard objects or decryption skill on hard objects. Why don't we hold off until we sort of clear this building and see if we need hard for either of these two, and then that will sort of dictate which we put our points into. For Ashley, unlocks fitness, which increases her health, is nice, but again, we're sort of going for the glass cannon type proficiency with her. So why don't we increase her sniper rifle damage? I can't really imagine a situation where I'm going to need her to take pistols or shotguns, to be honest, because the rest of us non-soldier types are going to have that covered. And if they're close enough for a pistol to make sense, I mean, I don't know why she wouldn't just use the assault rifle. So I don't know if I'm really going to want to put points into either of these. If it were for us, if we were the soldier class, I could see that happening. But as it stands, and given that we can tell her which weapon to use, I just don't see it being super necessary. So we've got 8 points left, so we can actually just max out assault rifles and sniper rifles, which is awesome. And then now that we've done that, we could start sort of making her a little less like a glass cannon as much as possible. But that's great. I am happy with her skill tree. Okay. So now that we've prepped, given her sniper, we will start out with a pistol, but we'll feel free to switch to the shotgun if we get any close quarters. Still nothing so far. Get decryption. It's always good to see. It looks like we got a grenade, so we're sitting at 5 grenades right now. So we'll make sure that we... looks like we're getting enough of these now. Whoops. Getting enough of these now that we don't need to be shy with using them. Level 4 pistol. I forget, what are we rocking right now? Striker 4. It's still not as good as our level 2 pistol. The Stinger just seems to be a superior in every way. Okay. And I think we are ready to go ahead and see what's up. Oh, one more door. Okay, everybody ready? Here we go. Got another blind corner. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies. Alright, oh, and they're husks. Okay. So, why don't we... Stuns organic enemies, but they're not organic, are they? Overheats, weapons... I mean, if they're just husks, I think we can draw them toward us, and then use our abilities. So let's grab advanced damage. So we'll take this one down, and that should bring the rest of them towards us. We'll keep firing, and then as soon as they get too close for comfort... Oh, that's easy. Okay. Or, let's throw this one. That will buy us a little bit of time. And, not too challenging. Yeah, so that was pretty simple.
Think we got him, Commander.
Yeah, I think we did, Ash. Good job. Man, I think I killed a couple of those, but to be honest, I feel like it was Ashley really putting out that that solid damage for us. So getting her weapons maxed out is very clutch. And I imagine that with each of her level ups, he will still get a little bit of damage bonus, or at least I hope so. I don't know if level ups just give you more health and more shield capacity, or if they also increase your damage as well, or if that's all dependent on the skill tree. And then obviously the better weapons we get her, the scarier she's going to be, which is awesome. Okay, so that's the first room. Why don't we save before we go into the next one? We never know what we're going to be hitting on the door. Okay, easy. Oh, switch to the shotgun. Yes, please. Go. Okay. Oh, where'd they come from? Oh, holy cow. Okay. Let's take some cover. Pronto. Can we crouch? May not be the best. Okay. Geth Destroyer. Why don't we warp them? Organic, that doesn't really help. Oh, disabling shields, and then shield boost. Oh boy, he's trying to melee us. Let's take him down. Okay, great. Let's toss a grenade, because we've got plenty of those. Why don't we toss another grenade? I don't know how... Okay, looks like we killed one back there. And then... What can we do? We'll throw him. I think there's one behind us. Oh, there's this guy up there. Sitting up top. Kanan went down. Why don't we revive him?
I owe you one.
Okay, well, that's a decent range for a shotgun. And then, looks like we've got at least one more. And what can we do with him? Take him down with a sniper rifle. Oh, looks like we took care of it. Let's get a heal for everybody. Great, so our heals are super effective. Alright, that was a little unexpected, but nothing we couldn't handle. Got two options. I don't see enemies in either of them. Doesn't mean they're not there, though. So once we save... Okay, well, let's go ahead and loot. Shotgun, assault rifle. We've been getting a lot of level 3 weapons lately. So we've got plenty of candidates for selling these off to our Alliance officer. Light armor, human, and Quarian, but they're only level 2. So they're not exactly what we are going to need for Shepard. I think we got all the boxes in here, right? Hang on. Oh, almost missed one. Pistol, shotgun, biotic amp. That's something that we could make use of, the biotic amp? Yes, it is. Level 2. Awesome. Good for us. So now that we've done that, why don't we run over to the other side of the building? See... at the moment, although this looks like a prime candidate for a conflict of some kind. Assault and sniper. Terminal. Toxic seals. Great. There's not a whole lot of indication as to what exactly happened here. I don't think we can log onto this computer. Doesn't seem like. Or this one either, so... Very, very weird. Very creepy. Maybe there will be something that will lead us back here. Maybe we should have done this in a different order. Can't go up, can we? I don't even know where this ladder leads to. But, yeah, after we accomplish a different objective, or a different combat on this planet, we may have to come back here to pick something up from the computer. It may have not just triggered for us. But, at the very least, we've cleared out all the hostiles here. So, all in a day's work. I don't think that counted as the geth outpost. Oh, hang on. Oh, so we've got a, ambush here. And a, unexpected dropship. And I guess we should be expecting them by now. As much as we've encountered them. So we're just gonna run them over as much as we can and try to not let this box ruin our life. Okay, rocket trooper down. Sniper. Oh, we got messed up by these, oh no, we're stuck on these spikes. Look at us. Oh no. Help. How do we... Okay, what? Can we exit? No, we can't even exit. Oh no. Alright, well, take these down as well as we can. Okay, there we go. Holy cow. That was weird. Oh no, we're stuck on another spike. Alright, let's retreat. Just a quick tactical reevaluation. And how would you like to be a car stuck on a spike? No good. Alright, now this guy. Why don't we put him to bed? Trooper down. Sniper down. Other sniper down.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Alright. Boy, that was a little touch and go in there. I have never seen Mako get stuck on those spikes like that. I mean, I guess it's to be expected. What with our careless driving like a madman. Would the car turn into a husk? That I would like to see. Okay, now why don't we go around this mountain range to this nice, easy path, and we'll check out this last anomaly. It didn't trigger any indications from our squad, though, that it was the last outpost. At least I didn't see any journal updates to that effect. So I wonder if this... because this just says anomaly here, I think, on our map. Is this going to be another combat scenario? Or was that the last outpost? We'll check our journal entry as soon as we take a look at this mineral deposit. Pick this one up. Polonium. And whatever this anomaly is over here. No enemies. Nope, looks like another crashed probe. Level terrain. Alright, I'm trying. There we go. Crash escape pod. Oh, okay. Ah. There we go. A League of One medallion. Owner is nowhere to be found. Or if we could uncover him. Overrun research outpost, engine debris. Okay, let's check our journal entry. Geth incursions. Eliminate Geth bunker. Find and destroy the Geth base of operations in the Grissom system of the Armstrong Nebula cluster. Grissom system. Did we see that before? I may have just totally missed a whole system. Okay. Yeah, because it didn't seem to be triggering completion of that specific quest, so I guess that makes sense. That's so strange. I have no idea how I actually missed an entire system when we were looking at the structure, because there was the Tereshkova, the Hong, the Gagarin, and then... Oh. Was that here before, or did that just appear? Okay. That would make sense if there was a... Yeah, that definitely was not here before. So, as we were talking about before, Yuri Gagarin, first human in space, Russian cosmonaut, and then John Grissom is... I know he was the subject of the book and the movie The Right Stuff. Is he the first... American to enter, I guess, like, suborbital space? I don't think he was the first man in space. First American, rather, in space. Okay, so we've got another a system here, a little bonus system to look at. So, starting with Benda. Another medallion. Scans of Benda uncovered an ancient Solarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value was a League of One medallion. We've got Zaharix. A large deposit of beryllium. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Many unmanned probes to Zaharix have been lost over the years, though investigation has attributed all to mechanical failure or computational error, a popular extranet meme insists the entire planet is composed of dormant nanotechnology created millennia ago by a race even more advanced than the Protheans. According to the story, Zaharix's silica dust is actually disassembler robots which periodically awaken to defend themselves. Though discounted by every reputable scientist, this theory has been popularized by a series of sensational texts by Asari author Delsi Orthisa. What a great meme. I share that on Facebook. Sentient robots looking to protect themselves. Okay, nothing that I could see here. Not en ban. The upper levels of Notanban's atmosphere are inhabited by shoals of tiny ammonia-based lifeforms, no larger or more complex than the plankton of Earth's oceans. Held aloft by air pressure and wind, these bioluminescent creatures constantly flee from the approach of the Terminator. Not Arnold, I don't think. Should they be exposed to the light and heat of Grissom, they die. Well, that's pretty cool. So they basically have to be on the move for their whole life. That's wild. And okay, so wait, there wasn't a planet for us to land on. What's this asteroid? Deposit of polonium, good. But are we missing out on a whole planet? Because it said that there was a signal coming. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even notice that. A little moon, I guess, right? Yeah, it's the largest moon of the gas giant Notanban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notanban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface of Sulcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. So that means it's either a Reaper or Geth or both. Let's check it out. Well, if it's Geth, I feel like Tali would appreciate sort of destroying their outpost. Why don't we take her? Then let's grab Garrus, get him some time in the field. Oh, I love seeing the giant suns when this is like where it's like the closest planet to that star. Super cool. So this, what is this? No title pops up when we mouse over it. So why don't we save this that point for last? It says open journal when I mouse over it. Oh, I guess it does for all of them. But that is probably going to be the Geth point of interest that we need to take care of. So we'll start with some of our lesser priorities and work our way over. So I was expecting there to be more hazards for us to deal with, like for us having to limit our exposure to the outdoors. But it seems like whenever there's any kind of indication from our scans that a planet is dangerous, like it's way too cold or there's too much radiation or whatever the case may be, it never really seems to be affecting our party members when we go out. And I'm not sure if maybe our shields are taking damage and I just haven't noticed because we're spending so much time in our Mako, or what the deal is. But I notice it says level 1 hazard here. So I guess if it's maybe to level 2 or higher, that's bad. Sorry, capsule. Matriarch writing. There were several artifacts stored here, all worthless except for one of Matriarch de Lenaga's writings. Whether it was uncovered at this dig site or elsewhere is unclear. Slowly but surely, getting those ridings taken care of. Oh boy. Alright. Mosey on over the corner of the planet. I love the starscape. Just being able to see millions upon millions of stars with, you know, probably like no atmosphere, I'm guessing, for a planet like this. And obviously no light pollution. I mean, there are no lights to cause pollution, I guess. Just really, really...
Moving out.
Gotta wait. Oh boy. Alright, oh no. Come on. Oh, almost got it. Alright, yep. Just some grenades and armor. I mean, to be honest, we're getting so many level 3 upgrades that Omni Gel is probably just going to pay for itself, realistically. We're just going to be converting or selling a lot of them. But I like to check the probes, even if it's just gear. And I say just gear like it's a bad thing, but the highest priority, obviously, is being able to make progress in the journals, or not the journal, in the quests, which can be found in the journal. Getting those medallions and insignias and writings and so on and so forth. I don't remember from the past what happens if you collect all of them, if there's some sort of significant end-game type bonus that you get, or if it's just a lot of XP, or what the situation is. And also, if you don't already know, a lot of the decisions that you make in the Mass Effect series have implications for Mass Effect 2 and 3 if you import your save file. Alright, let's go ahead and start working on these fellas. And dance with the devil a little bit. Okay, overheating. Okay, that's one down. Kind of hard to see where we are right now. Oh, I see. Looks like that this incline is shielding us for the most part. But we'll still play it safe. See a rocket trooper in that tower who is making things tough on us. Hear that impact. There we go. That one's taken down. Now this. Oh, hang on. Oh, he got one more shot off before he died. One's taken care of. You know what? We can take these guys. We don't need to snipe from up here. Take them head on. There we go. That one's gone. And that's all she wrote. With everybody out here. So,
got it.
Let's get ready to head inside and end this geth incursion once and for all. Save before we... Alright. And, oh, we've got some points to allocate. It's beautiful. Tally. We already have her maxed out in electronics and such. Now, hacking is very interesting. So, hacking... attack anything nearby, including their former allies. I wonder if we want to try to get at the advanced... Drives all but the toughest robotic enemies berserk. That could be very useful as we start to encounter more and more troublesome geth enemies. Why don't we get the first aid at the very least, so we can get level 1 of it, which is nice. And then why don't we start working on her hacking? I think that is going to be very helpful. Okay, good. So we've gotten advanced robotic enemies. For Garrus, we need to get him to here so he can start working on electronics. I mean, health is sort of universally useful, so that's fine with me. As far as we go, unlocks tactical armor. I would like to get to the point where we can equip advanced medium armor here. That would be nice. So we'll go ahead and start there, and we could get shotgun feats as well. Shield boost. I would kind of prefer to prioritize survivability for the time being. Maybe we can get to medium armor, then we can start working on some of our biotic abilities. And actually, why don't we go ahead and save so we don't have to reallocate those points if there's a worst case scenario. And let's Garrus, go sniper. We're going to start with a pistol. And Tali, shotgun is fine. And let's see, once we go in, if we can get some hacking going almost immediately. There we go. Alright, so where is it? AI hacking. Is that possible? Can we grab... Oh, nice! We've got that destroyer on our side. Good thing, too, because holy cow. Let's drop a grenade. This guy, why don't we get him out of our face? That's going to be very nice to have that geth destroyer on our side. Okay, he's our buddy for the moment. I'm not sure how long it lasts. Can we take these down up top? They're not going down too quickly, so get him to take more damage from us. And then let's increase our pistol damage. Okay. I don't think we had to kill the hacked robot, which is good to know. So once they're hacked, they will just destruct when they die. That's nice. As the last geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Interesting. So the geth were transmitting this song back to their homeworlds. That sort of makes me continue to think that the Quarians are a little bit at fault for acting hastily. It seems like the geth are trying to listen and understand their former masters more than anything. If I understand what's going on there. Wonderful. Discover here more on the terminal. Upgrade kit. Still level 3 upgrades. I wouldn't be surprised if we get level 4 pretty soon. Based on our level ups. Pistol, medium armor. We'll save that for when we move up in the tactical armor skill tree. And then easy decryption. Good to have. You discover a number of encrypted geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Sounds useful. Okay, it didn't seem to trigger anything as far as a storyline goes. But I'm glad that we have it. Actually, so did that complete... yep, that completed this Geth Incursions quest. Great, let's check upstairs. So that has been a pretty successful venture, all in all, in this Armstrong cluster, taking down these geth outposts. We'll just check behind these boxes because sometimes they like to be sneaky and hide things just out of sight. No, nothing here. Then if we can get into this room, we'll see what we can find. Oh no, nothing. Cannot get in there. Alright, so we are all done here, and I'm curious. Polly didn't seem to say anything once we downloaded that data. I expected her to have some opinions, but maybe when we're back on the ship, we could sort of check in with her and see what she has to say about all of this. Save, just in case there's any kind of ambush outside. It wouldn't be the first time. Like we are in the clear. And that's it. So let's head back to the ye old Normandy. Alright, so now that
Message
we've
from
done
Admiral
that...
Hackett, Commander.
Oh, here we go.
Patching it through.
The big boss.
We just received your report. Looks like this geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Good, that's satisfying. So, he actually gave us some props this time. I think there's been a couple missions where we've done stuff for the good of humankind, and he hasn't really checked back in to thank us, but that's a plus. Oh, here we go. What did we almost miss? Rocky asteroid. Okay. Just an asteroid. I don't know what makes it so different from all these other ones. Let's just... Yeah, I don't want to miss anything in these asteroid fields. They seem to be able to host a couple of unknown objects of interest. But alright, I think we're good. So, we're done with Armstrong. Let's head to the Kepler Verge. There is only one system here, at least for the moment. Newton. So I guess these are all human fathers of science. Johannes Kepler, Sir Isaac Newton. See what the planets are named, if that kind of continues that
Message
theme.
coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher maws.
I can imagine. Thresher
It was
maws,
classified as a
plural?
natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
Yeah, that does sound suspicious.
That can't be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. 5th Fleet out.
Dr. Bruce Wayne? You wonder. Ontaram, Clencori, Sesmos, and Junkro. Okay, I don't know those names. Maybe they're scientists from other countries, but they don't ring any bells to me, at least. Okay, Ontaram. We're going to be landing there shortly. Clencori. Scans of the planet Clencori revealed the cockpit of a Volus trading vessel. There are no signs of the rest of the ship, but the salvage team discovered one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings in the ship's system. Take that. Clencori is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kuman Shoal. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Clencori the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to protect organic life from synthetic machine devils. Maybe there's a grain of truth in that, given what we are facing from the Reapers and the Geth. Who knows? More gas deposits. We don't really need that. That's fine. And Sesmos. Not a whole lot to see here. Alright, let's go ahead and land on Ontaram. Though Ontaram's surface is uncomfortably hot, its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and abundant shallow seas make it an ideal candidate for habitation by most known species. Unfortunately, the orbit of the moon of Thonal has been slowly decaying since the system coalesced. Its proximity is beginning to have tidal effects, and its dynamo-like revolution through Ontaram's magnetic field is generating increasingly maybe powerful electrical storms. While some have suggested emplacements of Mass Effect drives in an attempt to lighten the moon and correct its orbit, the scale of such a project, tens of thousands of drives, costing enough to bankrupt the governments of all Citadel races, make it a pipe dream. A multiracial effort is underway to catalog and preserve the unique genetic diversity of Ontaram's vibrant young biosphere. Exogeny Corp and Havan Genomics represent the Alliance's share of the effort. So, unfortunately, it looks like this moon is going to crash into it. Is that what we're seeing? The orbit of the moon has been decaying. And the electrical storms are going to be bad news bears for intelligent life, or any sort of life, I guess, on that moon. So, let's see. We could take Liara and Garrus, because Liara knows electronics, and Garrus knows decryption. And that should cover all of our bases for anything except maybe the hardest challenges.